How are you? I hope that you're all good. I hope that you had a wonderful weekend. Um, I'm loving this cold weather. It's always so nice when you're at home and it's raining, and I'm enjoying it. I apologize for not posting anything for a while, but if you've seen my Instagram stories, you've seen I've been quite busy with doing unfinished projects in and around the house. So I've done all my painting that I needed to do. Now I just have to do a table, three chairs and a table that I just need to varnish. And then yeah, I made an entry on Friday, but I had trouble posting it. So as soon as I can get round to doing that, I will post that one as well. Um, then, yeah, all of my goals that I put out for myself last week, I achieved, which I'm quite happy about. Did any of you set goals for yourself and did you accomplish them? Remember, if your goal seems too big, break it down into smaller daily chunks. That way, it's more manageable and you can accomplish it. Easier to accomplish it. Yeah. So those of you who know me know I'm a huge Marie Kondo fan. I mean, who isn't at this stage? And I tend to throw out and clean out at least every 6 weeks. So I am definitely not a hoarder, but I cannot say the same for my husband. I think the reason I do it is I feel a sense of accomplishment. And once I've sorted through and cleaned everything, my mind feels clear, I can think. Yeah, I just feel good. It's like waking up and making your bed in the morning. It's like a task that needs to be done, and it's once you've done it, you can start your day, kind of thing. I don't know if I'm making any sense, but yeah. So I love doing all that sort of thing. It also helps with my anxiety. I don't know. One of my posts from last week, you'll see that it helps with my anxiety. It helps me deal with it a bit. I suppose it's some kind of meditation in a way. It kind of gets my mind off of it, perhaps. But yeah, so this week I plan to Marie Kondo the entire house. Even on Saturday I did the kitchen, so that's all done. Yesterday I did our main bedroom and ripped everything out the cupboards, cleaned the walls, cleaned the doors, everything. Wiped down everything. And repacked everything, color coordinated, the usual. And yeah, I think I've picked a room for each day this week. So by Easter Friday, I think, or by Good Friday, I will have a beautiful, sparkling, clean, clutter-free house, hopefully. And yeah, I didn't take a video of it because I didn't feel the need to take a video of that, but I will post some before and after photos. And yeah, so today's lineup today's plan, it's not very different from last week. I made a new warm-up for myself for the next 2 weeks. I got my injury prevention plan from my physio at work, so I can get going on that, start strengthening. Whatever, what he wrote in the email, there's like a whole schedule for me to start doing, so I can do that. Plus all the things my husband and I have been working on, Dark and the Dancer. We also have an episode coming up this week that has to do with warm-up and how you should be warming up and the importance, etc. And yeah, so I'm going to test my new warm-up out, and I'll start today with a yoga because it's quite chilly, and I just feel like getting into things slowly. And then I'll do one of Angela Milan's bars and do some HRT just to finish off. And then I'll go and attack one of the rooms in the house. So I'll chat to you after my usual. And yeah, see you later. Bye. Hey, so it's day 11, I think, of lockdown, and day 23 of quarantine for my husband and I. Besides going to the shops 3 times since the 16th of March, we have not left our house. Casper, come here. Sorry. um, so yeah, we had to self-quarantine ourselves from the 16th of March as we were in contact with someone who was directly in contact with a confirmed COVID-19 virus. And sorry, Casper. Um, and through Gareth's work, so they shut down the Joburg and Cape Town offices, and he immediately, or Nielsen, immediately started working from home, and we were told to self-quarantine straight away. So we haven't seen our family or friends since then either, so it's been a bit rough. And the first week was difficult because I wasn't quite sure what to do with myself. I didn't know what kind of schedule I should have, how long this would be, how long it would take. So I was kind of wandering around aimlessly, and I came up with a sort of plan. And I think if some of you are struggling the moment, I know it's the second week of lockdown, and we're not entirely sure how long this will go on for, as this is the new normal. So I made a kind of routine, ritual, schedule, habit thing that could possibly help you if you're struggling. And also it'll help you use your time a little bit more constructively, because there's only, you can't just be browsing through your phone the whole time, and you've got to try and be constructive with the time that we've been given. So firstly, I had to accept that this was the new normal, and that took me some time mentally, and I still struggle with that some days. So yeah, that was the first thing I had to get over with. Then the second thing was I found myself being on my phone a lot. Every 5 minutes I would pick up my phone and check Instagram or Facebook or Pinterest or any of the apps that I have on there, and just browsing. And it's not useful to do that. So I call my phone a pacifier, because it's, like a baby's dummy. It calms you down, or it fills time, basically. So this device is what I call a pacifier. I thought about deleting the apps, but who am I kidding? I've done that before, but I just thought, no, let's be mentally strong and continue to have the apps, and if I want to, I can allocate myself some time to do it, but not every 5 minutes. So that was another thing I had to get through. And then also it keeps me in touch with my friends and my family overseas if they post something. So that is one of the reasons why I didn't want to delete the apps. And then I made a list of things that seem to help me, and I hope that you can find them helpful too. So it's a very short list. Number one, plan your day or your week. And if you have any ideas, develop those ideas, write them down, and start planning how you can make those ideas a reality. Then the second thing was, don't pick up your phone the minute you wake up. So wake up, get up, go and make your coffee or your tea, have your breakfast, all without your phone. This way you are able to think about your day if you want to, number one. And also just stop looking at everything else and everyone else, and just concentrate on what you are doing in that moment. Then the third thing was, instead of picking up your phone to browse, if you feel the urge, pick up a book. this is a normal one. Lots of people do this, but I'm just confirming or reiterating. So pick up a book, whether you read one page, one chapter, a whole book. Doesn't matter what book it is. Just instead of picking up your phone to go through or scroll through for no reason, pick up a book. Then the fourth thing was to make contact with friends. I know this, you'll have to use your phone for this, but at least it's a constructive way of using your phone. It's not just browsing through and wasting time. This is important, especially now, as a lot of people are alone. I've mentioned this before, and they need the interaction with other people, friends and family. And then number five is write down how this time has made you, how and if this time has made you grateful, and what are you grateful for. So it's a difficult time for a lot of people. So I'm big on gratitude, so especially at the moment. So if you have a moment where you're drinking your coffee or having your glass of wine in the evening, just think about, this time has been thrown upon us, and a lot of people struggle through not doing anything. And maybe this is a sign that we should just be relaxing for a bit. Obviously not doing nothing, but using the time constructively, and be grateful that the world has actually come to a standstill, and that you can take a breather, perhaps. It's sometimes good to stop the hustle and bustle, and I believe that this all happens for a reason. I know that's a cliche, but there is a bigger reason for this, and I don't know how we're going to come back from this. Will anything ever be the same? Probably not. But humans forget quite quickly, so you never know. In a year from now, we'll probably be hugging and kissing again, everybody. But right now, just find something that you're grateful for, with the time that you've been given, if that makes sense. So I just wanted to spread that message today. And if any of you are struggling, it's week 2. We don't know what's happening. So if we can just try to remain positive, keep each other positive, keep going, and just contact loved ones, keep in touch, and friends, and try to be, even if you're not feeling positive, just try to be the light for somebody else, because you never know if they might need it. So yeah, that's my message for today, and I hope that you have a wonderful Tuesday, and I will chat to you tomorrow. Bye.